Hello! Okay, I am back to YouTube finally. It's been a really long time since I last posted. My bad. I suck at recording and editing and all that good stuff. But anyways, I am back at good timing because I'm pregnant. Woohoo! Sound the alarm. Yay! I know all you guys have all these questions for me about how I found out, what was my reaction, what was Hayden's reaction. Hayden's at work right now, and this video is super late, so I'm just gonna film it and maybe get his opinions later on tonight, or just do a separate video for that. Who knows? Okay. Anyways, reactions. Okay, so first answer to your question is, when did I find out I was pregnant? So it was over Christmas break in Ohio, and I knew that I was like a week and a half or like 2 weeks late on my period, and I was getting really nervous. So I just decided, like, on New Year's Eve, I told Hayden I had too much anxiety. I'm just gonna take a pregnancy test. Like, it's probably just late. I'm probably not pregnant. I'm just gonna take one just so I feel better. So I went to the bathroom, and it was right before we were supposed to go out and like have this big party and like drink and get hammered. And so I took the test, and it literally said the words pregnant. And to be completely honest, at first I was really like scared and mad. Mainly like mad at myself, because I was like, I don't understand, like, how am I pregnant? I'm on birth control. Like, what did I do? What did I do wrong? Like, what's going on? So I like texted Hayden. I texted him because I didn't let him come in the bathroom with me. And I texted him, I said, I'm fucking pregnant. And yeah, not the greatest choice of words, but I was like in an emotional state, like ready to like jump off a cliff. I was like, I'm fucking pregnant. What am I gonna do? And Hayden like runs into the bathroom. He's like, wait, for real, are you? I was like, yeah. Like, what are we gonna do? I have no, like, I'm literally carrying a baby right now. I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God, like, how does that happen? No, I know how it happens, but yeah, it was just like, it was crazy at first. Like, I was just so blown away because I did not expect to be pregnant at all. And I kind of like, I traced back what had happened with my birth control pills, and I actually missed 2 days of my birth control pills in November. And I've done it before, and that's the thing, like, I've missed my pills before. I've talked to like a doctor about it before, and they said, like, you know, your pill is strong, and it's like, it's okay to miss a day or two. Like, it won't, obviously your chances of like not getting pregnant will go down, but like, I've done it before. I never kind of worried about it, but it definitely, I guess it must have been the right time, right time to miss a pill. And I missed 2 of my pills because I had to get a refill, and I like waited 2 days. I was like, oh, I kept forgetting to go to CVS and refill my pack. So I, like, 2 days later, I went back, got my refill, took my pills, acted like nothing happened, was like, oh, okay, well, I'm back on, I'm fine. And then I just kept getting, I was super tired. This was around, it was right after Christmas. So right after Christmas, I just like felt super tired and just irritable, and like, I just felt so slow all the time, and my boobs are really sore. And I know that my boobs usually get sore before I start my period, so at first I was like, oh, okay, whatever, I'm just starting my period. And then my boobs were still sore, and it was like a week past my period, and I was like, maybe it's just like really late. And so I waited like another half a week, and I was like, all right, I don't understand what's going on. My boobs are hurting, I'm tired as shit, where's my period? So that's kind of what led to me taking the test. So anyways, let's see, the next thing was Hayden's reaction. So like, Hayden was a lot more like, he handled it a lot better than I did, because I was just like super nervous and had so much anxiety at first. Like, I always doubt myself in like every situation. Like, my first instinct is to doubt myself. And I've gotten better at it, but still, like, it was just this kind of situation. I instantly was like, wow, I can't be a mom. Like, I can't have a baby at 23. And I just got really nervous, and Hayden actually was very supportive, and he was so helpful. Like, I have no idea where I would be without him in this kind of situation. Like, he was just nice, he was caring, and he was like, you know what, you can do this, Gianna. He was very uplifting. There's my dogs. Like, I'm talking about something sentimental, and there they are fighting. But yeah, Hayden was much more positive. So like the first couple of weeks, let's see, I knew for about 3 weeks before I told my parents, before I told my mom. So after I told Hayden, after I'm like freaking out, I ended up calling my best friend from Ohio that I've known for like 8 years now. She's my very best friend. And I called her on New Year's Eve and I said, hey, Anna, I need to talk to you. And she was like, why, what's wrong? And I said, Anna, I'm pregnant. And she was like, I'm expecting like, oh my God, I'm so excited. Or, oh my God, what are you gonna do? And the next thing I hear from my best friend of 8 years is airplane. The next thing I hear from my best friend of 8 years is, Gianna, I think I'm pregnant too. I was like, what? What are you talking about? I just called you to tell you that like my whole life is just changed upside down and I'm pregnant, and the first thing you say is, I think I'm pregnant too. So I'm like, all right, take a pregnancy test. What the hell are you waiting for? Like, I just took mine. You need to take yours right now. She's like, I'm too nervous. I don't want to, but like, I just know I am. I know I am. And like, long story short, she is pregnant. She is my best friend, like in my entire life, is 2 weeks behind me. No, it was not a pregnancy pact. No, we did not plan for this. We're both 23 and having babies, and it's so crazy. Like, my baby already has a best friend. I'm so excited. Anyways, so yeah, my best friend was the first one to know. Hey, Pixie. And we were both really, really nervous for each other and for ourselves. So it was just a scary time, and I was most nervous to tell my parents because I come from a very traditional family, and by traditional I mean go to college for 4 years, get a degree, get a nice job, date someone for a few years, get married, and then have kids. I did not go to college and I did not go to college and get a degree. I don't have like a big girl job. I don't own a house. I'm not married. But surprise, I'm 23 and having a baby. So I was really, really nervous about that. Like, it's just like my family's like that. It's super traditional, and any kind of like thing that's out of whack is just, it's touchy. Like, it's just touchy for my family. So I waited about a month to tell my mom. I told my mom first, and she actually she flew out to LA and went to my first ultrasound with me, and she was super supportive. I mean, she was definitely nervous at first. She's like, yeah, Gianna, this is gonna be the biggest change ever. And I was like, yeah, I know Mom, I know everything. Kind of that attitude I've had my whole life. So anyway, she flew out to LA, came with me to my first ultrasound. We got to see the baby, hear the heartbeat, and it was really cute. She got teary-eyed, and I was really nervous to tell my dad because my dad is very, very traditional, very strict, very traditional, very religious, all that good stuff. So yeah, I ended up telling my dad over FaceTime with the rest of my family, and it was definitely like mixed emotion. Like, he was not exactly happy, I mean, which is understandable. But I mean, now he is. Now, like, everything's all okay now, but the initial like shock of like, hi, I'm your daughter and I'm 23 and pregnant, well, 22 and pregnant, and he was just like, it was touchy, you know, just like, like, he wanted me to consider options like adoption, and I did consider adoption because I myself am adopted. And that was like one of my biggest things fighting with myself, was the fact that like, should I take this challenge and become a young mom and raise this child, when there's also the other option where I could find them parents that could support them like much better than I could right now. So that was another thing with doubting myself. Like, I immediately started doubting myself and immediately started thinking like, there has to be other people better than me who can raise this kid like 100% better than me. So that was definitely a struggle I faced the first couple of months. Hayden was not really open to adoption. He's a family guy, and he's 25 and he's ready to have kids. For me, it was more of a shock and definitely not like something I planned for my life. So when I like had that option, you know, adoption, I did think about it and I did consider it. But I think the biggest thing was that, you know, I have a loving boyfriend. I have a great life right now. Like, I enjoy my life. I think I'm doing pretty great for myself. And, you know, I feel like I could be in a much worse situation, and I'm not. And I do believe in myself. And I think that I can be such a very great mom, and me and Hayden can be very great parents to our child. So that ultimately, I just decided like that I would throw adoption away. Like, that was not going to be an option. And I know that obviously adoption isn't the only option, and I know that a lot of people don't want to talk about abortion, and abortion isn't something that, like, it is again a very touchy subject, especially if you're religious, and I come from a very religious family. And I myself grew up very, very religious. I was actually I was vice president of my high school's pro-life club. So I'm very pro-life. So it's just something that I have never been comfortable about, and I don't think I would ever consider. But I did have a few friends, who I told that I was pregnant, and they right off the bat said, well, Gianna, you need to get an abortion. You're not ready to have a kid. You're not ready to be a mom. And that was really tough too in itself, because like all the self-doubt comes back again, and I'm like, oh my God, they're right. Like, I'm not ready. I'm not going to be a good mom. I'm not going to be like, I'm in no way ready to raise a kid. And so those doubts came back, and it was really, really hard. But I know who I am as a person, and I know what I accept and what I don't accept. So it was a struggle. Like, I had some very, very good friends of mine kind of yell at me and make me feel pretty bad, and make me feel like my decision would be much harder than I thought it would be. I mean, there's some friends I don't even talk to because, you know, they were not happy with the fact that I did not consider abortion. So like, the first couple of months were really rough. Like, I know for some people, like, it's like, oh, you're pregnant, you decide to keep it, like, and that's it, then you move on with your life. But I had all these other little factors, like my parents, some friends, so I had a lot of stress, and it was pretty hard. Like, I lost some people in my life, and you know, like, it's probably for the best, but it is sad, and it was really hard to kind of go through. So yeah, I am 14 weeks along as of March 1st. And let's see, I'm in my second trimester. The first trimester was awful, and I hope the second trimester, I can't talk. I hope the second trimester is much better. I've heard that it gets better, but I've had really bad morning sickness. I've had bad migraines. I have been tired all the time. Like, I have no energy. I just haven't been feeling myself lately, and like today I'm feeling really great. Like, I finally put makeup on for the first time in like literally 2 weeks. So hopefully this is gonna be like a step in the good direction. Hopefully it doesn't get worse. But yeah, so next, coming up, I've got the gender to find out. I'm super excited about that. Just gonna watch my belly grow and post about it and share everything about it, all my thoughts and you know, all that good stuff. And then hopefully get Hayden in the video this time, because this time I like really crunched time, and Hayden's at work today, and like today's the only day I've been feeling actually good. So I was like, shit, I need to put this video together. So yeah, anyways, yeah, just keep following along. I'm going to post weekly updates now. We are planning on moving back to Ohio very soon, because I'm a little bit over LA right now. And I've been here for 3 years, and I'm just kind of the person, my type of, like, who I am. Like, I've gotten Gemini vibes so hard. I like to move around, but I don't like to stay in one place for too long. And I've been here in LA for 3 years now, and I'm just kind of over it. So I'm gonna go back to Ohio, have this baby, and then we'll see where we go from there. Right, Pixie? We'll see where we go from there. With my little doggy. Doggies, plural, whoever Pace is. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Comment what you want me to talk about next and all that good stuff. Oh my God, you're gonna lick my makeup off and I'm gonna be ugly again. Bye.